Hey guys, welcome back to another What If here. Today we are doing What If Naruto was a girl slash female part 14. Also guys, if you're wondering, wait, but like, shouldn't this be around an hour long or near enough, like 40 minutes to an hour long? Well, I kind of have to keep this short as I'm literally pushed for time well, it's currently 6 a.m. in the morning in the UK and I have not gone to bed yet. So yeah, so pretty much I have to record, well, as I'm recording this, finish recording this, edit it, and render it, and then upload it, and have a shower, and wash my hair, all hopefully within a good hour, because it does take me long to edit, as I don't do much editing. So most of the time it comes to my head and I try to do it in a solid first try. Anyway, with that out of the way, also if description is lacking, that is also why. Yeah, anyway. So, if you want to know what happened truly in the last part, don't watch it. But yeah, pretty much roughly what happened in the last part is pretty much the attack on the Konoha. Yeah, it's called Konoha. The Konoha crush plan, which Orochimaru had in mind, failed, but he did. Well, he didn't really manage to kill Hokage. It's just the Hokage sacrificed his life to seal Orochimaru's hands off, and the funeral was held, and it'll roughly continue off. So it'd be a couple of days later, as the council is, of course, they're like, Dwyer, you're the best, you're the best person to be the next Hokage. And he's like, well, I've got my spine network to do in that, and well, I'm not really someone. I don't really think I'm worthy of it, but I think I know a person that will do it. It's like, who? As you would say, Tsunade, she'll be the best option, as she's got like the right. She's Konoha's princess after all, so it would just be right to actually, finally get rid of that title of princess and make her a queen. And yeah, as they think about it, they're like, well, okay then, you can go, as long as you can go and get it. I was like, oh great. Also, one more thing, I'm gonna take. I forgot her name. 1 second, guys. Ryu. Yeah, he goes, well, I'm going to take my goddaughter out with me. Ryu. I'm going to take Ryu, my goddaughter, out with me. Outside the village. I was like, what? You can't do that. I don't care if she studies in Cherokee. I am her godfather, and plus, it would mean the village could, would be in a safer state, as anyone who will go after her, she'll be out the village, as they won't know where, so she'll be in safer hands. And plus, I will be with her and that, and it will also be training for her, as I'll be, it was not just going to be me looking for Tsunade, I will also train her. So as they think over, as they weigh the negatives to the positives of their, as it's like, well, I can, as they chat amongst each other, they're like, well, Joy, we've come to an answer. It's like, Joy goes, well, just before you give me that answer, note that if she's not coming along with me, I am not going to get her, and you're going to have to choose someone else to be the fifth hokage. As that, well, we've decided to let you take her as training with a godfather, and plus being out of the village currently, searching for our next hokage will be a benefit, and plus plus she'll be protected by you, one of the three great signings, so she'll be well protected. Striker nods as he goes, well, okay then, well, I'm leaving. Better to set off as soon as possible. As Striker kind of put in his head, well, even if you didn't let me take her, I would have run over and taken her. She's my goddaughter after all. I'm not going to let those stupid people on the council, tell me who I can and cannot take out with me. It's I don't understand if it's S rank, dangerous missions that, you're probably going to guarantee to be killed. But, yeah, he just kind of mumbles a bit more in his head. But then he, of course, arrives at, hit my nose. Also, I bonked the thing, and then my instincts went off and I whacked my nose against the pop filter, the arm of it. Anyway, he finds himself, of course, Ryu, who's living, as he knocks on the door. She kind of goes over, at the door as she opens it. As I can see, she's, being quiet, crying a bit, as he knows it's hit her quite hard, the death of the fellow Kage, as he knows probably better than anyone that the fellow Kage was like a grandfather to her, as she's like, what are you here for? She doesn't even say Palisade, she just says Straya. Why are you here, Straya? Why are you here, Straya? It's well, I've got a mission. Just me and you will be out the village for a while looking for Tsunade. And he's like, oh, we're looking for Tsunade. It's yeah. It's well, this, I know subject is touchy, but she'll be our next Hokage. But because she's been out of Konoha for a while, we're gonna have to try and find her. I roughly know where she'll be, but also along the road, you're also going to, I'll also be training you, as I was, planning on training you from the start, from when I got the news that the Hokage died. I knew that the people were trying to ask me to come the 5th, and when I declined, I suggested Tsunade. And I think you're also the best person to also, because you've got a unique, I guess, a unique skill, a unique power, really, that just makes people just want to, I guess, re-follow their dreams or that, or I don't know, but you've just got something inside of you that allow people to come to you and hope with that, and plus you'll be getting stronger and that, it's just of course, because you being Agent Cherokee of the Ninetales Fox, because some people may see this also as a good time to, come and try and, catch you, so also would be on the move, so they won't know where, we are. and he's like, plus, well, yeah. And where he goes, that's it. But he doesn't kind of vanish like he normally does or that. Just goes, and he's like, oh yeah, I'll be leaving as soon as possible. And it's just like, okay, I'll get my things ready. As she kind of she kind of walks in a bit, and Drake walks, like follows her in and shuts the door. As he's like, come on, I know it's hit you hard that hokage is dead. I know he was like a grandfather to you, and whilst I knew his time was coming to an end, I just never really thought it would end like this. And whilst it did surprise me that he died, I guess he died in the way that he always wanted to, protecting Konoha. As she kind of turns around and just cuddles into her and truly gets her emotions out for the first time in since his death. As they stay like that for a good 30 minutes to an hour. As I had an emotional bond, so they'd be that for a while. As he would then kind of stroke her hair as he goes, you feel, are you better now? As she kind of, as she's like, yeah, I feel better now. As he's like, well, come on, get packing and we can get on the road. As she just kind of gets in ninja gear and that ready, and yeah, that's it. Then she goes, well, come on then, I guess we need to start a hunt for Tsunade. And also, what are you going to be teaching me? I assume it's going to be a new jutsu or that. And it's like, well, let's go on the road first and then I'll tell you. She's like, oh, come on. It's like, well, you just have to wait. And she's like, well, and he goes, well, don't worry, before you say anything, don't worry. I'm going to devote, half my time to you and the other half finding Tsunade. As much as my, say series may, as much as I would want to be a pervert and get some information for my book, not as as it's just been, it'd just be a disgrace being having you with me, and I need to train you and especially be there for you. So yeah, she kind of nods in understanding as they then go off. As after after camping for a day, because they weren't moving fast. Well, they're moving at a decent pace. They weren't running, because they can take their time. Plus, he can teach her some jutsus and that. And it's let's see. Damn it, did I give access to Chroma? I can't remember. Damn it. Sometimes it annoys me how much I forget. Well, not how much I forget, just selective memory, which is annoying. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm not sure, but if I know I really should watch it, but yeah, it comes down to why. Anyway, yeah, we'll forget about Kuruma. I'll mention them in the later half. This is probably going to be one of 2 parts. Yeah. Anyway, so he kind of like you go this is the jutsu I'll be teaching you is a jutsu like the 4th Hokage created. It's like who the 4th Hokage is like, yeah. He taught me here as I was his teacher, and yeah, and it's like it's an A rank jutsu, as he shows like he just forms the Rasengan in his hand, and she's like, oh, and she's like, well, she'd be curious, as you then can see like the kind of curiosity in her eyes as Jihai kind of smacks pen and kind of like throws it, well not throws it but put his arm into a tree, as they have stopped and walked over to a tree to catch their breath and that and take a bit of a break. She goes, oh, wow, that's pretty powerful. It's like, well, the best thing about this, this is called, the Rasengan, and best thing about it is it just requires chakra, no hand signs, no nothing. It's just pure chakra manipulation, and it's taken chakra manipulation, I think it was, chakra manipulation, it's taken that to its limit, which we kind of know is, it's definitely taken it to like most people's limit, as not many people can learn it. And then, of course, mastering that will go beyond that, it's S rank. So yeah, anyway. And yeah, she kind of thinks it's like, she goes, do I, if that's the Rasengan, then if it's just pure chakra, then wouldn't it also be possible to add your chakra nature to it to like make it more powerful, as he's kind of like, oh, she's not wrong. It's like the 4th Hokage did try that and he failed. As you go, well, you could say that the Rasengan's not an actual completed jutsu. It's like it's completed within me showing you that. But what I mean by not completed is that you're meant to put, as you said, you're meant to put your own chakra nature into it, but I can't, your Jonin sensei Kakashi can't do it, can't add his chakra nature, and neither can I can't do it either. I can't put my chakra nature into the Rasengan. As much as I've tried, I've always failed. And well, I think once you've used it maybe enough, and once you're older, like slightly more older, and you've got more better chakra control, you just may be able to do it. And when I say no one's able to do it, I mean no one. It would be classified as S rank or beyond jutsu, as you'll be the first and only person to be able to perform whatever comes off the Rasengan after you add your chakra nature to it. It's just like, okay, so it's like, well, but beforehand, before you even try doing anything like that, before you need to learn the basics of the Rasengan first. It's like, well, you can't really like train here, as well, I don't exactly have the stuff that is needed to for me to teach someone, or for anyone that was trying to teach someone the Rasengan. And it's just like, well, why didn't you get them when we were in Konoha? As he's like, well, there's no shop in Konoha that sells them currently, as the Konoha, well, because of the failed attempt and that of destroying the village. Most people are helping out, rebuilding the village. So at the moment, there's a little bit in chaos and that. So yeah, and I just couldn't buy any. I did look. Don't get me wrong, Ryu. I did very much look, but no store had any of what we need, which is a water balloon and a rubber ball, which are for 2 different steps. The water balloon is the first step, and the rubber balloon is the second. Well, no, there's 3 balloons, yeah. And then there's a third step, which is more so like a normal balloon, but it'd be putting the first and second step together. And yeah, then when you actually use it without using the objects to without them, then once you've mastered all 3 of them, then you should be able to form the Rasengan. But yeah, as you go out, but as as say you go through the steps, I will explain them to you. But yeah, and it's just like, well, alright then, as they go, they get some food and that, they cook it, they eat, and they go to sleep. As they wake up and they go into the first town, as Dry would get the materials, as he didn't really stay long in the town, because as we know, I think he just passed, they passed through the town and continued onwards, then started training. Yeah, it was the second town and stuff happened. But yeah, so he'd get the stuff he needs, but he won't. Well, yeah, he would. Yeah, of course, Ryu'd be with him as, with everything that's happened and her kind of current emotional state. He doesn't want her to stray that far away from him. So, if anything were to happen, he can quickly get to her. Yeah, and yeah, as of course. They start their next leg to the village, to the other kind of village. As they kind of start, maybe a good, say, 3-hour walk outside the village, outside the first one they went in. He's like, well, it's time to teach you teach how to form the Rasengan. So as he'd do as of course he'd pull out the water balloon. As he'd go out, the first step is to do this, as it'd show her, as it would be all bumpy and going all in different directions. It's like, oh, it's bumpy. It's like, yes, this will be your first objective. Once you can do that, then you can move on to the second step. And again, once you've completed the first step, and I've seen you complete it, then you can move on to the second. And then likewise for the third one. So, okay, Joy, essentially, but won't we, but it's like, don't worry, you can train on the move with it, so you don't have to, worry. Okay, Sensei. As they go off, and yeah, I would say this, and the kind of thing that happened in in Konoha at roughly the same time, that would still go down. Kakashi would still be hit by the well, no, it was a clone, wasn't it? Or I don't know, I think he got hit, or yeah, something happened, but he did get hit, but he did get out. Yeah. He, yeah, I'm truly starting to forget now. But yeah, he did get into a genjutsu, but he did manage to break himself up. But he just, yeah, like it was, I guess, it was like a nightmare to him. It kept on playing in his mind, affecting him. So they need to bring, of course, Tsunade back to also heal him, and also heal, yeah, and also heal Rock Lee, as he would, still have that injury like in canon, because nothing would have changed. Yeah. And that's where I'm going to end it, guys. So in the next part, we'll be going through, hopefully, of course, what happens with Sasuke's brother Itachi and the fish bloke. What happens there, and maybe even like what their first interactions are with Tsunade. Who knows? But until next week, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you've enjoyed it so much, only listen. Well, no, if you guys have enjoyed this, like if you enjoyed it so much, only want to listen more, just like this, subscribe. And I'll see you Wednesday for What If Naruto? What if Asta had minor manipulation? Part 1. So if you're looking forward to that, you only have to wait until Wednesday. Only Wednesday. 2 days. 2 days. Tuesday. And then Wednesday. Yeah, anyway. If you guys enjoy the search and you want to see much like this, subscribe. I'll see you guys in next What If video tomorrow. And hey, good.